Yo, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's your boy Josh. This is Urban Adventures. Today I got the second episode of my new Let's Go Camping series for this long trip that we're doing out here in the High Uintas of Utah, the Wasatch National Forest. We're at Mirror Lake. I've been out here for a day. We're on our second day. And I'm coming to grab my food out of this tree. I got up a little late this morning because it was freezing cold at 7 when I tried to get up to go fishing early. But I'm gonna get my food out of this tree, start up a little fire, warm up some coffee we got left over and some bacon, eat that, go to the bathroom, and then we're gonna dedicate today to fishing. We're gonna go out, we're gonna get some trout. I'm gonna line up a pole. I've got to change the line on it from the threaded line that I have to some 6-pound test, and we're gonna have power bait on one pole with a bobber just chilling out there, and I'm gonna be working a fly with a water bobber. But here's my food up in this tree. Good throw. I got it way up there, nice and high. Nice and high, so nothing can eat it. You can't even see it up there. Oh yeah, it's way up there. So let me get going. Let me get this breakfast going. We're also going to record a review of the Sawyer Life Straw today because I'm almost out of water and I can't drink out of this water or I will get sick. At least that's what people tell me. People have been telling me that all my life, and I always drink the water and I never get sick, but I don't want to risk it because we're way up here in the mountains. You know, I don't want to get sick. So we're going to review this Sawyer Life Straw, try it out, never used one of them, make a review video today. But that's it for this intro. Roll that music. Let's get this video going. Got a little fire going. It was tough, man. Everything's damp out here in the morning. Even with a lighter, that was a tough fire to get started. Cook up this bacon. It's still cold. And I got some coffee left in here. I'm going to heat it up in that. I got some treats. I gave Ekko a treat. And then I'm going to go to the potty real quick in these mountains. And then I'm going to hike all this trash out. And we're gonna do a full lap around the lake fishing, dump this trash, and I'm gonna bring the Osmo with me and get some cool B-roll. Look at this bird eating Ekko's food. Ekko, this bird's eating your food. Oh, I should pop him and eat him, but I don't think I can. Hey, get out of here, bird. It's my dog's food. That's for Ekko. Alright, so yeah, go to the bathroom, get breakfast, and then we're hiking around the lake, fishing the whole way. I also got to change this lineup before I go, so I'm going to do all that. Next time you see me, we'll be camping. And I'm going to open this Sawyer straw and record a little intro clip for the review video of that, and then we'll try it out when we get down to the water. What'd you think of that, Ekko? Yeah. Look at all these flies on my bacon. This is trash. I'm going to take this to the trash can. Try to eat this bacon before all these flies poop on it. Nothing like campfire bacon in the morning on a camp. So good. I got this tomato from my garden, some coffee. I'm good, baby. Ekko, where you going? He's getting courage now. He runs up ahead of me. Ekko, where you at? You gotta have a leash on the trail. Where you going, bud? I'm gonna go out to those rocks and try again there. I gotta line up my poles, do all that before we can get fishing. You're supposed to have a leash on the trail, buddy. All right, guys, I'm down at the lake. I'll show you what I'm fishing. So I got 10-pound line on to one of those clear bubbles, which I'm gonna put more than halfway filled with water, so it's really heavy. And then I've got about 6 feet. He said, the guy I talked to yesterday said 5 to 7 feet, as much as you can get of 6-pound test line. So there's the bobber, then there's a swivel, then there's 6 foot of 6-pound test line, and then a little fly. He said use a black one. So this one's black and red. And we're gonna test this out for a little bit. I've also got this pole set up with a bobber and some power bait. And this bobber keeps getting hit. They probably stole my bait already. See, they're playing with it. It looks like. Let's see if they stole the bait off of it. Alright guys, I haven't caught anything yet. I've gotten some bites, but I needed to get out here early in the morning. Sunrise and sunset is the best time. Middle of the day you can catch them, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to try to get out here earlier tomorrow, even if it's cold. And then I think tomorrow we're going to pack everything back to the van and we're going to head over to Crystal Lake, because while I'm out here, I want to see as much as I can. I don't want to just be at this lake the whole time. So we'll head over to Crystal Lake. There's a whole bunch of lakes in the same area on a trail, and it looks more lush and more greener because it's farther down the mountain. So we're gonna check that out tomorrow, but for now, I'm gonna walk around this whole lake trail with Ekko, and I'm gonna do a hyperlapse the whole time so you can see the entire trail really fast. I'm not gonna be able to stop and talk during it, so it's probably gonna kill my battery on the phone and the Osmo. So once I get back, I'll go to camp, put everything on the charger, and then we'll see what we're gonna do from there. Well, let's get it. Let's hit this full trail. All right, guys, it's 2:30 on day 2. It keeps looking like it's gonna rain, but then it doesn't. Then the sun comes out, it gets hot. But I just recorded my pellet gun review. So I got the pellet gun review and the life straw review done today. And I didn't want to have the same problem I had last night with not being able to start a fire using the sparker. So today I made sure to gather a whole lot of good dry grass. A whole lot of it. That should be good tinder. I've got a lot of sticks covered in wax, covered in sap. I only had a couple last night. I got them last minute, but now I've got this whole little bundle right here is just covered in sap. I've got all sorts of wood processed in order. So I should be able to start my fire with the fire starter today and get some B-roll footage with the good camera while I'm doing that. And then I'll come back here and I'll get Ekko, and then we'll go down and we'll do some fishing, try to get some dinner for tonight. All right, guys. I took my little trip around the lake, took my camera, got a whole bunch of good B-roll, great pictures. I took pictures around the whole lake, grabbed me a couple brews. I had a 6-pack of Blue Moon. I got a 4-pack of those amber beers for yesterday, and then a 6-pack of Blue Moons. So I drank four of those IPAs yesterday. I'll drink 3 Blue Moons today, 3 Blue Moons the next day, and then Sunday I'm not gonna have no beer. So I can slowly drink less and less, because I've gotten, my beer drinking habits have gotten a little up again. It's like I get them down and then something crazy happens and then they go back up. But my food is still hanging over there, doing good. But while I was chilling in my camp, this lady just came walking through the woods, and she walked through my camp. So that's the only downside about this place, is there is a lot of people around. You're not really far from civilization, but you know, once you come in off the lake a little bit, you're pretty much in the wild. But she was foraging mushrooms. So I was like, what's safe to eat? Because I've seen a lot of these red ones with white gills around here. I've seen brown ones. And she showed me. So while I was doing my trip around the lake, I was looking for anything I could find. This is all dandelions. Dandelion flowers, dandelion leaves, dandelion stems. The whole dandelion plant is edible. The leaves, you can do it like a salad. But they start out fine, just like any normal salad, but they get bitter at the end. But you can still use them as a salad. The flowers are the best part, I think. I like to eat the flowers, but it's not that time of the year. They're not blooming. I can only find 3 flowers. But I did find this mushroom, which she said it was called a brown jack or something. She said anything with gills, if I'm new to, what's it called? What's the word for mushroom pickers? I forget the word for it. Maybe I'll put it at the bottom of the screen, but she said these brown ones, anything with a sponge that I see is okay to eat. And she said these are called like brown jacks. So I got a nice big mushroom. She said I got to make sure I cook it for a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this up. I'm going to cook it in the frying pan, which I have bacon grease still in there from this morning. And I'm going to go, it's 3:30. I'm going to go try to catch 2 fish and cook them in the bacon grease with this in the pan. And hopefully we can have some mushrooms and trout from the jungle tonight. I don't even know if I'm going to have to cook anything else. I'm going to make a tea using those dandelions and some spruce. All this is spruce. It's kind of like pine needles, but they're smaller. That's actually, I think, a pine tree, which I might put some pine needles in it too. Some pine and some spruce and some dandelions. Make a nice little spruce tea. But the problem we have now is there's thunder and there's a big storm rolling in. It looks like the same thing happened yesterday. It was much smaller clouds and it just drizzled for a little bit. So I'm hoping I'll be okay from the rain. I might have a poncho in my backpack. I'm gonna check, but firewood's ready, foraging's ready. Now all I gotta do is catch some fish. So I'm gonna get my fishing gear is actually down by the water. Hopefully nobody's stolen it yet. I just checked on it like 30 minutes ago, but I'm gonna put my hoodie on, see if I have a poncho in here, and then me and Ekko are gonna go down and we're just gonna work the lake until we catch at least 2 or 3 trout, you know, so I can have enough, 2 for me, 1 for Ekko. If I can get 4, I'll get 4, but Let's get it. All right, well, I'm ready to go fishing. I got the hoodie on because it's getting chilly quick. I think it's only, at the hottest, it's only been like 70 degrees here today. It's been like 65 all day. I bet it was 40 this morning. Echo, you gotta eat some of that food. Then we're gonna go fishing one more time. It's short, it's not far away, just over there. He's exhausted. Once he gets some of that trout, he'll be happy though. But I didn't want to open the hammock until the hammock review video, but I had to because I needed a tarp, and I knew there was a tarp in here. But I'll do the rest of that. But this is what the tarp came in. There's hammock ropes. This is what the tarp came in. I'll edit this into the hammock review video when I open it up. But it's looking like it's gonna rain, guys. It's dark. I haven't felt a drop yet, but it's 3:58, so it's almost 4. And good time to start fishing. The sun isn't down till like 8, you know, so we can catch a fish or 2 or 3. But I opened the tarp up so that I could cover my firewood and my tinder, because I have it staged on this rock. I don't know if you guys can see that, but good looking tarp. Good looking tarp. I got some extra stakes that I didn't use for the tent. I'm gonna pin the corners down, and then we're gonna go fishing. And when we catch one, I'll let you know. Echo, you ready for one more journey today? Yeah. Eat some of that food, bud. He hasn't been pooping like crazy or anything since eating that meat last night. He's doing pretty good. Oh, and I did not have a poncho, but I do have one of those space blankets, one of those Mylar like silver blankets. So I'm gonna take that with me when we fish, just in case like it starts flash flooding, pouring down rain. I can wrap it over myself to keep my clothes dry. And we'll run back to the tent. I'll put Echo in the tent, and I'll run and get my food with the blanket, the Mylar wrapped around me, get my food bag. And I've got a can of beanie weenies. I've got stuff I don't have to cook that I could just chill in the tent during a rainstorm and eat. I've got some trail mix and some beanie weenies, and I got Echo's treats in there. But eventually tonight, hopefully it doesn't go long. If it does go, eventually I've got to go take it and hang it back up, because we can't have all that tasty treats in the tent with me and Echo. Me and Echo will be bear food. I haven't heard or seen, actually there is, I'll show you some poop in a second. It looks like bear scat. But I gotta pin this down, we gotta get fit. Guys, these birds are trying to poach my man Echo's dog food. Echo's sitting here getting a belly rub. I'm trying to put his thing on, but he won't stand up. He's so exhausted. I don't want to leave him here again though, but we're just going down to the lake, Echo. You gotta walk, buddy. Anyway, these birds are trying to poach his food. There was one right behind me, right there. I was like, man, if I had the Crossman Vigilante queued up right now, it just needs new CO2 at this moment, but it's put away in my backpack. But if I had it right now, I'd pop this bird. He was chilling on that branch about 15, 20 feet away. Then he came to the ground right here. He like flew at my head. He was sitting on that branch right there, about 5 feet away, literally 5 feet away. Then he jumped to the ground right there, 4 feet away, 2 of my arms lengths away. And I watched them the other night just land, and I was right over there, and they land and just start eating food out of his bowl. They like his dog food. They're trying to steal his dog food. We got to eat him, Echo. I bet you he would enjoy that. I bet you he would enjoy that bird. That bird, where that? Now they're gone. As soon as the camera comes on, they disappear. The animals sense the cameras stealing our souls. Just kidding. Go, Echo. You know the way to the lake. Go. We're going to the lake. We got to catch dinner. If you want fish, we got to catch it. Oh, here's the bear scat. What do you guys think? I don't know poop well. No, it's not bear scat because there's not a lot of berries in it. But it's 2 big old honkers. Maybe Shane said he saw a moose out here. This is moose territory. There's cow, free roaming cow. I saw cows on the way out here. So there'd just be cows walking through the jungle out here. But what kind of poop is that? Let me know in the comment section. Ekko, come on. Have you figured out how to traverse this minefield of water puddles without getting soaking wet yet? He always jumps right through that puddle. Maybe he likes it. He's got to get a bath when we get home. Because... Come on, run right through there, bud. I know you can't walk on the log like I just did. And jump over that. Good job. Oh, the sun's coming out. Oh, there's a little hole in the clouds. See, it might not even rain. It might not even rain, Ekko. We might be worrying for nothing. Wasn't really worrying. Just planning for a future that didn't exist. And then the thunder rolls. And the thunder rolls. What up, river? Man, I wish Ekko could jump over this log again. He did it on the first day and I was not recording it. But now he knows to go around. But he leaped this whole log and he didn't even know what was on the other side. I'm glad he didn't get hurt because there's a rock right there. But he freaking vaulted over this and I didn't get it on camera. From there, you guys can't appreciate how big it is on video. But he came here to an obstacle and I walked around here and he's like, what do I do? And he just jumped and then he hit the log and he cleared this rock and he landed over here. I was like, nice job, old man. Nice job, old man. You're tougher than I think, Ekko. I think you're just spoiled. You know. So fun story. I stashed the poles here this morning by this spot that I've been fishing where I caught my fish. But I think there's more over there. So I'm going to go over on that bank. But I'm just grabbing my gear. I stashed it here earlier. Nobody touched it, which is awesome. It wasn't really, it was out of sight, but it wasn't that much out of sight. But oh yeah, my otter box has been slowly crumbling on my phone and I need to get a new one. And the front part of the frame on the inside, well, the rubber's screwed up. These are messed up. But the front part of the frame is in two pieces. And I have to take my phone out of the case to use it on the Osmo, the tripod for the time lapses and all that mess. So when I take it out, I have to take the two pieces and then I have to line them up right to put them on. So when I was at camp, I could only find this piece and I was like, where'd the other piece go? I looked all around camp for so long and couldn't find it. And then I come here and pick up the poles, pick up my tackle, my gear, and I'm walking out and I see this sitting on the ground. And I'm like, nice, I got it. Let's go. How about that? Yeah. And I have a better otter box too at my house in a drawer. I just haven't put it on. Nice. All right, we're gonna go to a different spot than where we've been at. We're gonna catch some fish. You ready, Ekko? You ready, buddy? Okay, you're so excited. He just like shows no emotion ever. Second cast. Well, third cast, because the second cast got caught up and messed up. Got a trout, not a big guy, just a little guy, but we can get four, so 4 little ones will be fine. I got it out at the end of those rocks. I'm going out again. I'm going to take my shoes off, but I need to get him on the gill line real quick, so I got to stop recording. Just got 1 and 2. 1 and 2, got a second one. I'm going to keep them alive so they stay fresh. I'm going to go fish off that little pier over there looking thing so Ekko can be by me. Here you go. But we went out to those rocks. That worked good. All right, I have my little adventure going out there, barefooted, rolled my pants legs up, and just walked out there and ran around barefoot on the rocks. Got me 2 fish, 2 small little fish, but I'm gonna keep going. I have a 4 fish limit. Trying to get us a nice little feast tonight. Should be pretty good. We're gonna go over there now. It keeps lightly drizzling, like barely raining at all, just 1 or 2 drops. Yeah, you wanna walk a little farther, get 2 more fish? You gonna have a big fish dinner, buddy? Yeah. Alright guys, before I leave tomorrow, dang it, I should have brought the hammock so I could watch sunset in it and do the hammock review video tonight, but I've just found a cool spot. There's like a rocky beach there that juts out off the trail, and then there's a little wooded trail. Comes down here, and it's shady here, and I'm gonna be able to watch the sunset behind that mountain. But look, I want to do the hammock review here. Yeah, if I do it sunrise, that means the sun will come up this way, and I can point the camera. So right now it would be bad because the sun is over there, coming down behind that mountain. So if I did it here, but this spot is really cool. If I back up and look at it, that would be perfect. Beautiful little spot. Put the hammock right there. Do the hammock review. That would be pretty cool. But tonight, I'm gonna keep fishing here. I get 2 more fish. I got my fish right there. I get 2 more. Watch the sunset behind that mountain. Ekko needs to come down and get some water. Ekko, you need some water, bud. Alright, I'm gonna try to get these fish. Yo. Ekko, he shook off. He shook off so you can't see it, but we just got caught in a dang hailstorm. Look at this, and it's bright and sunny again. I bet it's still raining on half of the lake. But that cloud right there rolled over us. It started raining. It got very cold very quick. I had just put my hoodie away, so I was like, let's just run back to camp. We got our 2 trout. I got my lure hooked to my pant leg. I'm a mess right now. Because at first it was just rain. Then it was really big raindrops, and I was like, okay, we gotta walk faster. I was already making my way back because I was planning on, once the sun goes behind that mountain, it's gonna get dark pretty quick. So I was gonna fish nearer to the camp for a little while longer to try to get my last 2, so that once the sun's behind the mountain, we can run up here and get them cooked fast. But it started storming. It started dang hailstorming. And so we pretty much ran back. That goes all wet. But as soon as we got up into this meadow, it's cleared out. Storm's over. So I don't know. Are we still gonna go fishing more? What are we gonna do, Ekko? Are we still gonna go fishing more or what? There's another cloud. It could just come in again. I kind of want to keep fishing for a little while longer. Was there a reason I needed to come up here? I don't think so. Yeah, I think we're gonna just keep going. Ekko, let's go back down. We're not done fishing yet. He wants some food. He wants some food. It's all right, bud. The more we fish, the more food we get. He ate a bowl of food this morning. So he should be all right. Come on, bud. Let's go back to camp. He's tired. We'll sit over here on this beach, remember? You can just chill in the shade. Trout right there in the water right in front of me. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I want to get the net and try to grab him because he's just hanging out here, but he's not taking my bait. I want to get the net and just try to jump on him. I'm gonna go grab it and see if he's been hanging out there. I wonder if it's a mom and it's bedded down there. Where'd it go? All right, it left. Oh, it's right there. I'm gonna get the net and see if I can catch it. All right, guys, here's the trout. Sorry about the camera angle. I don't have the gimbal set up. Actually, we're gonna have to do this with better light.
Stay put, Pinecone. All right. That's much better. So here's our 2 trout. They're super slimy. And we're just going to gut them. Keep the heads on so we have something to stick a stick through. And yeah, so I'll take the gill line off. 2 of them, about the same size. And I'm just going to take my knife and I'm going to run it from this little booty hole looking thing right here up through here, and I'm going to cut the gills out, and I'm just going to slide my fingers and rip all the guts out. So let's get to it. Got my little rock right here. It's very hard because they're so slippery. We're just all right. Almost there. Cut them to the chin. A couple bones in there that you gotta break. And then you got a bunch of guts right there. There's his, I think that's the liver right up here at the top. But we're just gonna, now you could just cut the head off and rip the head off and all of this would come right out with it. But I want the heads. So we're just gonna yank this junk out. Cut it out on this rock a little bit. Kind of just reach up under the first gill and just rip them out on both sides. There's the gills. Throw it in the water for the wildlife. There's some part of him. Maybe that's the liver. That looks like the liver, actually. Yep. Looks like a little fish liver right there. I could probably just eat that raw, but I'm not gonna. Get all that black crap out of there. And now I'm just gonna go to the water. Oh. I'm gonna rinse them out. I'm gonna scrape all that black crap out along the spine and all the slimy stuff inside of there. All right. And we got ourselves a clean trout, little trout. I'm actually gonna fillet him up and put him on my stove, but I'll do that over at the camp. As long as we don't have blood and guts and nastiness over here, we should be all right. Now I'm gonna gut this one other guy, clean him up, and then I'll see you over at camp when we start cooking them. Got that one all in one chunk. If you can cut the gills and free them up, these 2 flaps of skin, and get up in there and just grab all the gill, you can get it in one clean chunk. Gills, well, now there's rocks everywhere, but there's the liver. You could eat that liver, that's edible. Stomach and intestines and all that. This dark red thing down here might be a kidney or even a heart. I don't know. But this is the liver right here. But yeah, one good chunk. Feed it to the wildlife. Oh. You can take your knife, crack along these ribs, and get all that crap loosened up. And now I'm gonna go clean this one out. Back at camp, and the tarp idea worked perfectly. All my firewood is nice and dry, processed and ready. So I'm gonna get a base ready to try to start with this ferro rod. I got more wax this time. I got more tinder. Should work better.
I got more processed wood. I'm gonna go get the food bag, and then I'm gonna set the camera up, and we're gonna finish this catch, clean, cook of these trout. I'm gonna cook them up, and then I will talk to you guys later tonight when I'm eating them. But if you want to see the cooking process and the dinner that we're having tonight, which is, we're gonna have some spruce and dandelion tea. We're gonna have this mushroom cooked up with the trout in this frying pan with bacon grease from this morning, and it's gonna be a good dinner. So catch the catch, clean, cook trout video when I put it up to see the full process. All right, guys, before we can cook anything for dinner, we got to get this fire going. So I'm gonna start it up. I got the ferro rod. I'm gonna untie it from the magnesium so I can get a longer strike. I had it paracorded in, and it was messing me up. So first, we're gonna have some grass. Let's get this out of the way. On top of that, we're gonna have this light stuff. More grass. Why not more? Very fluffy stuff. I'm gonna set these to the side. And these are all my wax sticks. So I'm gonna try to teepee them over the top. And the rest I'll save for when it starts going. These two big ones. And now let me make sure you can see. Let's get this off the screen. All right, let's try to throw a spark in that piece. This is another wax stick, I think. More grass. Okay, I don't want the camera to burn. Damn it. Whoa, fireball. My building's falling down. Oh shit. Damn it, I smothered it.
Baba Booey.
I had it going. But I smothered it.
Damn it, I smothered it, guys. What the heck? I lost it and then I got it back and then I smothered it. Crap. And that's why you keep your flit on a paracord, because now I don't know where the striker is. Crap. Oh, there it is. Either way, I don't think I'm going to be able to strike this. I just lost all my good tinder. Ah. Ah, crap. Now I'm getting frustrated. I keep getting going, but it stops. Oh my god. I'm just gonna do it with a lighter, guys. I don't know what the problem is. I'm failing out here. Find all my wax sticks. It's because all the wood is just like slightly soggy. It won't freaking catch. Even with the lighter, I can't freaking get it to light. Damn it. All right, I'm gonna back the camera away and I'm just gonna work on this for a little bit. God, I had it twice, but I gave in and used the lighter again. I'm not ashamed, guys. I'm not ashamed. All right, fire's going. Now, I'm gonna get my food all prepped up for this trout dinner. You ready, Ekko? I gotta get some coals though, and we gotta get that fire going real big. I don't think I have enough firewood, honestly. I need to go grab some things. Un momento. Alright guys, so here's the kitchen table. Here's what we got. Unfortunately, the bag of rice-a-roni or instant rice sides or whatever popped open while I was throwing it up into the tree. So I dumped it from the bag, what was left, into there. But I've also got some dried veggies thrown in there that should rehydrate once they boil up. And I'll maybe throw this shiitake mushroom in there from home. And my herbs and spices are getting nasty. Let's just put some of that in there. And then we'll boil that up. Our fish, I'm gonna try to fillet them out, put them in a pan with some maters, cut this mushroom up, put them in there. A couple of these onions, or one of these onions, cut it up. Some of these chives, a little bit of all this stuff. Season the fish up a little less than last night. I seasoned them too much last night. And then we'll throw it all on the fire. I'm gonna stick some thyme in them. Get some of this salt and pepper. I don't want to get the fish dirty again. Cook the fish in there with the bacon grease for a while. Put the lid on top. Let that get boiling with the rice in there for a while. And then I gotta clean up this mess I made and get fresh water too. You almost ready for dinner, Ekko? All right. I got a little bit of veggies and herbs left from home that aren't rotten yet. That's a habanero pepper. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that. But I got the fish on the fire. I'm gonna try to make some room for that other pot to get it boiling on the fire. And we will check it out when it's done. Let that bacon grease start melting. Get those mushrooms and onions cooked. It's gonna have to cook for a while. I'm gonna have to keep the fire going. But I will show you guys when it's all done. Alright guys, we gotta switch to the Canon. I don't even know if there's gonna be audio for this, so I may have to record some audio over it. But the cell phone died. But dinner is ready. Ghetto gourmet. Catch, clean, cook. Trout. Fried in bacon grease. Sorry the focusing isn't great, guys. I'm not great with this camera. That's why I don't use it a lot. Got tomatoes. We got forest mushrooms in there. I think she said they were brown jacks. It's getting dark, so I've got the headlamp on. But I'm trying to get my shadow out of the shot. There's that pasta. Rice with dried veggies that are now rehydrated. Some chives, some thyme, just herbs from the garden. And then in there we got onion from the garden, tomatoes from the garden, mushrooms from the jungle, 2 trouts in bacon grease, and then a little dessert, a little squirrel dessert. And then I've got to go down and get more water. I've got to tie Ekko up and make a nighttime trip to go down and get more water and get my sandals from the van and some clean socks. Because I put my clothes back in the van this morning thinking I wouldn't need them. And then I walked out into the water and now my socks are wet. So I'm going to dry my socks over the fire, but I'm going to get some dry socks down from the van. One last trip. But yeah, this is hard to do, guys. It's hard to do with a phone, but I've got the Osmo. I've got battery packs. It's a lot of extra weight and stuff dies. And then I got to use good cameras that I'm not great with. But that's dinner. That's dinner. This probably isn't focused at all, but I'm gonna try a bite of it. I don't want to shine my light in the camera. So much better than the mashed potatoes. Rice-a-roni with some, you can put some rehydrated vegetables in there, dry vegetables. That's really good. Now let's try this fish. Ekko's already tried a piece. Sorry if it's not focused, guys. I'm not good with this camera. I don't need a spoon. Look, the bone stayed in there. Much better than the way I made it last night. Much better than just putting it on a stick over the fire. Slow cooking it like that. And the bones are just crumbling. I'm gonna try a piece of this mushroom if I can find it. The veggies all kind of burnt up. Alright, this probably isn't focused at all, so I'm gonna stop eating. I'll shoot the outro later when it's dark. Ekko enjoyed it. You enjoy that, Ekko? It makes it worth the whole day, huh? He probably got about a half of one fish. So I got a fish and a half, but I can eat all this rice, pasta stuff. He can't eat this. So I got carbs and veggies and everything. A fish and a half was good meat for me. How you feeling, bud? Plus I get some protein from those nuts and candies. So I'm gonna finish up eating. You liked it? Oh yeah. I took it out of the pan because I don't know if bacon grease is good for him. Sorry guys. It's 8:52 and we're doing a quick run to the van. I figured I'd just bring Ekko with me. It's only like, he's only been like 4 miles today in total. But it's dark, he keeps stopping, acting like he hears stuff. I'm wondering if you see some bears, but y'all can't see nothing out here. You can see the sky over there though. That's nice. It's gonna be dark on the way back. It's gonna be hard to find my way home in the dark. It's gonna be interesting. Ekko, come here. It's dark, don't you get far away. He came down here to this little beach at night because he wanted some water, and he's getting a little more explorative of it at night. He's like stepping in it. Ekko, sit. But I had to fill some water too. And I thought I lost the lid, so I had to check all my pockets and recheck my steps, but it was just in my hoodie pocket underneath the socks that I just got. Ekko, now we gotta make the mission back in the dark. It's gonna be tough. Can't see nothing, it's pitch black. Okay, I'll be honest. It was kind of scary finding our way back here in the pitch black, but we managed it. So there's the big tree. There's the tree he jumped over there. Ekko's leading the way though. He's on point. You know the way, bud? You're gonna stay on my... I'm gonna keep you on the leash so that we don't get separated in the dark. Alright. Hold on, bud. Where are we going? Ekko knows the way. He's trying to guide me. I keep interrupting him. Come on, Ekko. Alright, now we gotta go across this meadow to that tree over there. You guys can't see it. I'm gonna turn off the recording. See if we see any crawdads. Actually, let's see if we see any crawdads. Get some water, buddy. Oh. See any crawdads, Ekko? This would be a good spot to look for them. Under these rocks, there might be crawdads. I got the sandals. I can come down to the marsh in the sandals and try to find crawdads with the headlamp. But I have to leave Ekko at camp for that. Come on, bud, jump across. Don't get tangled in here. All right, I'm gonna turn this off. All right, it's 10 o'clock at night. Food bag is properly tied. Now I've got to make it back to camp in pitch black. This is gonna be kind of freaky. So I need to go down to that little pine tree right there and then take a right and then navigate the rocks to get back to camp. And once I get back to camp, I gotta fix my life water straw thing and test out hooking the Sawyer up to it because I'm thirsty. I need to get a drink. So now I turn here. I think I go straight down. Y'all can't see any of that. I think I go straight down towards those two tall trees. And I didn't walk through a soggy meadow. Okay, this tree's good. This tree's memorable. Rocks. Rocks, this is odd. Up. Oh, guys. Oh my God, I was missing it. I was missing it. I was going a little too far to the left, heading that way. I would have eventually hit the lake. So, you know, I wouldn't have been lost and died or anything, but because the lake's that way. But I almost missed the camp. The camp's over there, and I saw the reflectors. I turned my head and looked around, and I saw the reflectors from the tent. Woo! This is kind of spooky, guys. The hatchet should be on this rock right over here. Yeah, okay, we're back. Hatchet. And fire's out. Alright. I got a little bit of munchy food to eat before I go to bed. I'm gonna fix this life straw thing, get some water, and then I'm gonna read some more of this book, this Stephen King book called Later, and I'll give you guys a book review when I'm all done with it. What you doing, Ekko? Go get some potty. We got a good view of the sunrise from right here. Alright guys, it's 7 in the morning. I made it up early. It's pretty chilly, but I think, you know, over the next hour I'll be able to get out and handle it. We could get fishing a little earlier today. Not sure what I'm gonna do for breakfast. Maybe I'll do a cup of oatmeal or something. Nothing big today. We need to get some early fish for a good lunch. Maybe I'll eat some of that trail mix to give me some energy. Maybe I'll have a breakfast s'more. I gotta get into those s'mores. I have 4 s'mores, so I might eat a breakfast s'more and some oatmeal. Maybe save the oatmeal. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But that's the end of this second episode. Are we on the second episode? Second episode of this Let's Go Camping series. I don't even know if you guys can see me. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. You'll know whenever I make new videos or go live with live streams. I do gaming live streams. I do a talk show every Monday night called The Dreadedconservative, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time every week. So check that out. Drop me a comment, share this with a friend, all the good stuff, guys. Thank you for watching so much. We're having a great time. We still got 2 days left. This is crazy. So I'm gonna head out, and then I'll kick you an intro for the 3rd episode of Let's Go Camping. Don't miss that, guys. Don't miss all the cool reviews. But I'm out. Catch you later. Peace.